everyone, John here from the Brewers podcast, and I'm back with another beer. Today we're drinking a beer out of Santa Barbara, California from Third Window Brewing Company. This is a stout, I'm going to read it right off the label, a stout with locally foraged oranges, 24 Blackbirds chocolate, so I think 24 Blackbirds is a brand name for a chocolate, or a company name, and Madagascar vanilla beans. This is an 8.2% alcohol by volume stout. It is called WALKABOUT, and again, this is from Third Window Brewing Company out of Santa Barbara, California. I got this from Matt Becker from the Four Brewers podcast, and yeah, I saw it sitting on the shelf, and I noticed that it was made with these ingredients, the oranges and the vanilla beans, and I got this probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, so rather than let it go to waste and let those vanilla beans and oranges and all those fancy flavors fade away, why not open it? So let's open this beer and check it out. Okay, so that's coming in pretty dark. It's got a nice caramel colored head that's kind of fizzy, but it's still hanging out, looks good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's jet black, like you cannot see through that at all. So let's give it a sniff. Wow, the oranges come through actually quite nicely. Like you get a nice orange chocolate aroma. That's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, it's, God, if you've ever had like orange flavored chocolate, that's pretty much what this smells like. Like it's got a nice sweet aroma to it. Like it smells like sweet chocolate, like milk chocolate. And the oranges kind of give you this little burn in your nose, like you're smelling like an acidic, like tart orange. It's really nice. That could also be like the carbonation, like getting in there too, kind of affecting that too. That's kind of weird. I'm not getting a whole lot of vanilla on the nose, which honestly I think is a good thing because vanilla can be very dominating and very domineering when it comes to aromas in beer. You use too much vanilla and it's just a vanilla bomb. You don't want that. So I think if anything, it's probably backing up the chocolate and making the chocolate smell sweet, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's got a great nose. You do get a little bit of roast from the beer itself, but not much. It's not a roasty beer, at least on the nose at all. But the chocolate and vanilla do come through in a very good way. Also, we're drinking this at room temperature, so team room temperature stout. And yeah, let's give it a taste. Wow. Okay, so the taste follows the nose. You do get a nice bite from it, like the same way oranges and like citrus fruits work in like IPAs. You kind of get that with this beer too, although it's got obviously like more chocolate and like sweeter notes than you would like in an IPA. But the thing that this beer shares with an IPA also is the bitterness, and this definitely has a nice bitterness. You can feel it on the sides of your tongue. But yeah, the orange comes through quite a bit in a very good way. As far as like body goes and mouthfeel, it's a bit on the thin side, but I don't think it's fine though. I'm being very critical of it. It's got a nice clean finish. It finishes nice and dry. It's more like chocolate, bitter roast forward than it is like sweet, pastry stout kind of forward. This is not a pastry stout by any means. The vanilla also is very subdued on the flavor. This is just like a very nice drinking stout made with oranges and chocolate. I mean, it's very well done. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. If anything, maybe it's a little too bitter, but it's really good otherwise. Yeah, I really think they nailed it with this beer. Like if you were to buy this off the shelf and see, the description saying it's made with oranges and chocolate and vanilla beans, this is pretty much what you would expect. Like you want a well-crafted beer, for the base, and then you don't want any of those other components to like overpower anything else or for them to stand out more than the beer itself. And this is well done to the point where everything just kind of is hanging out and doing their thing, and you get exactly what you thought you would get from this beer sitting on the shelf. So this is my first beer actually from Third Window. One day I'll go up there and check them out. I've heard a lot of good things about them. But until then, thanks for watching another video, and we'll see you next time.